Hey, it's Tom Ferguson, Sports Information Director here at Lackawanna College. We're talking with our Lackawanna College Athlete of the Week from Lackawanna College Football and Lackawanna College Wrestling, Brodie Daugherty, joining us here on our social media and on our YouTube channel. Brodie, appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Crazy kind of week last week for you, obviously winning Athlete of the Week. You competed in two sports simultaneously almost. In fact, we were talking about it on Falcons Corner this week. Danny Burke was saying that you were potentially trying to get the wrestling match on Thursday moved up so you can compete against the University of Scranton and then run down the field to go compete against Snow that night.
Yeah. I don't know about the Scranton match. That was not going to get moved around either.
Right,
but,
right.
Yeah, I just knew that they needed me for heavyweight. I'm not like the biggest heavyweight, but I knew I could compete there at least and get us some more points. And obviously football's football, and that's,
Well, so you play linebacker for the football team.
Yeah.
How does that help at all when it comes to wrestling? Because I mentioned it on Friday night when you won the heavyweight bout against Bergen. You're used to tackling guys that are bigger than you. You're used to taking them down. Does that help translate at all when it comes to wrestling? Or does wrestling help? Do they kind of help each other?
Wrestling kind of helps football more.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like a football player on Friday when I wrestled. I felt not my best, felt a little sloppy, but as far as like tackling and like shooting a shot in wrestling, it translates pretty well.
Yeah.
Like shooting a shot translates to tackling.
Sure,
That's kind of how I felt on Friday with most of my shots. Not kind of like how I wanted to finish, or I finished more like a football player, and I kind of just got to get back into the swing of things for wrestling.
I'm sure it's different. Obviously, different techniques and different things like that, and certainly is it a different mindset too in terms of a student athlete getting ready before a football game as opposed to a wrestling match?
For football, I kind of have to. I have to be more emotional. I have to be more like intense. Because that's the kind of energy my teammates have to. Because you have 10 other guys out there with you, so I have to, get more intense, have more energy, and then for wrestling, I like to be more relaxed, kind of almost in like a flow state for my matches. I don't want to get too psyched out for my matches because I feel like I'm maybe putting out too much energy earlier on in the match, getting fatigued early, and I just can't have that happen if I want to wrestle 7 minutes.
Right. We're talking with Brodie Daugherty here for our Lackawanna College Athlete of the Week. Brodie had a couple tackles, fumble recovery in the game against Snow on Thursday, and then won by fall on Friday, although you were probably well on your way to a tech fall victory anyway in terms of the points you were picking up. I know the ending to the football season kind of fell flat, but it felt defensively, especially the last few games, like you guys really kind of came together.
We played together a lot better. Beginning of the season, like you could tell it's just a bunch of really good athletes playing together, but like we actually played together as a team towards the end of the year. We're forcing more turnovers. The score might not tell that, but we got put into a lot of bad positions from special teams and offense, and not that they weren't doing their job right. It just came up short, and it would have been nice if we got especially those last two wins against GMC and Snow. We would have ruined their season last time playing them.
Sure,
would have been awesome to beat them. So
it felt like the offense was ahead in the beginning of the season, especially because they were healthy. They had a lot of guys, and then
so many guys get hurt in the end.
That's the thing, you're missing three of your top receivers, so that kind of obviously hurts Jacob. And then you got Hassan getting hurt. I know JoJo Bivens was down, so we're down to like 2 or 3 backs as well out of the backfield. And then felt like you guys defensively, you hold GMC, who's averaging 55.5 points per game, to 17.
Yeah, we did so much better our second game against them, and we just way more complete. Communication was way better.
Felt like tackling went better for you guys, and just right place, right time, that kind of stuff.
And like I was saying, like about having energy, that game we had so much more energy. Last time we played them, we were down there. It was hot. Now they came up here. It's cold.
Yeah.
We had a lot more energy. They were on our home turf. It was out at that game. Like, though we lost it, I felt like we won it because as far as defense, because we just played a lot more better than we did last time.
Right. How do you feel like your first year went of college football? You know, you were second on the team in tackles, very productive at linebacker. How do you feel like you adjusted as kind of like a green behind the ears first year player into 10 games into the season?
So starting out was pretty hard because it was just a big adjustment coming from home, coming up here. I knew linebacker had we had a lot of depth in the fall camp.
Sure.
We brought in a lot of guys, and I knew that I would just need to bring intensity every day to practice. Worked my way up the ladder. A lot of guys got hurt, so I had to step into that role.
Sure.
And it worked out. They gave me the opportunity during the Lackawanna scrimmage, and the rest was history. Just try to stay on top of it every week. Try to be a leader. A little bit harder when you have a lot of returning guys like Mike, Odie, like a lot of Julian, like a lot of good players on our defense. Victor, like those guys were just really good. They made me look good. And then, I kind of got moved to edge like halfway through the season, kind of like outside linebacker, edge hybrid.
Yeah.
And I was already at that position. I feel like I'm a better inside linebacker than I'm at that position, but we had another guy, LaFenix got hurt, so I had to step in for him. So that's what really got us this year. Is lots of injuries.
Yeah, lots of ill-timed injuries and key spots. It felt like you and kind of Mikey Johnson and even Micah Brown, really a good trio of backers that became real productive for the Falcons. Yeah,
we were good at communicating. We're friends outside the football field. Those are good guys to play football with. Good tacklers, physical. You know, if I would do my job wrong, Mike would make me right, or the other way around. So.
Obviously, last Thursday night was very emotional for everybody with it being Coach Duda's final game and all that. Was there anything that Coach Duda said kind of in the scrum afterwards, after shaking hands? You know, rain's coming down, it's cold outside. Was there what did Coach Duda say to you guys kind of as things were ending there?
He was just telling us how much he loves us and like how grateful he was to be a part of it. And it was definitely a hard time for all of us.
Sure.
Coach Duda is like best coach I probably ever had. Like just great coach, great guy. Really developed me. He helped me after practice, helped me with little techniques. It was hard. We were really trying to win those last games for him.
Of course.
With the whole situation going on, and it sucks we weren't able to, it's pretty disappointing we weren't able to get that done for him.
Sure.
But we tried our best, I think, with the situation we're in.
Right, of course.
Hurt.
And it's just it is what it is, and then you have to 24 hours later turn that around and go compete elsewhere in a different sport. Like you said, mindset-wise, that obviously you have to kind of flip what you do, but. So you think you felt a little rusty out there on Friday night? I've
been wrestling like once a week or trying to during the season just to stay fresh, keep my cardio up and all that, stay sort of sharp. But you go through a whole football season, you're not going to feel as good as you used to be. But to me, it was just another match. I knew the guy wasn't better than me. I didn't really know much. I didn't know really what to expect.
Right.
But I knew if I just got to my attacks, just kept the pressure on him, he was going to break pretty quickly.
Right.
And he did.
Well, it seemed like you were at first just going for points, going for what you could to build up that lead, and then when you get your opportunity to put his shoulders down, you got it, and then you did it, right?
Yeah. So my whole goal in my match and kind of with my style is, and that's why I'm like different for heavyweights, because a lot of heavyweight guys like to play the clinch game. They like to tie up and wait for the other opponent to shoot. well, I mean, my offense is already good, so I'm just going to keep shooting on it and scoring.
Right.
And my gas tank, I'm more conditioned than most heavyweights. But
well, that was something that at least stood out to us in the match, was that most heavyweight fights we see, certainly we see some good, especially once we get to the Gulf Atlantic, the district tournament coming up later in the year, or later in the season, I should say. We see some good heavyweights, but most of the heavyweights fights we see, it's just two big guys kind of pushing around, not really doing much. So it was a shock to the system to see you get out there and really kind of muscle them around a little bit. It's not something we're used to seeing. Are you going to stay at heavyweight, or are you going to maybe float down to 197? What are you thinking?
I just have to feel it out first. I don't really think it's a good idea for me to cut weight, considering I got to stay at a good weight for linebacker.
Sure, yeah.
And even if I want to play, if they need me at edge next year, I might have to gain some weight. So that's kind of my problem, is gaining weight. I have to, stay on top of it. That's going to be hard. It's going to be hard during the rest of the season, even harder than football.
I was going to say, it's going to be, and it'll be hard in the wrestling season too if you're staying at heavyweight, because then you're giving up potentially, 40, 50, 60 pounds on some guys, depending on who it is. I mean, that doesn't seem like something that would bother you, though.
If I lost weight, I think the weight that I lost, I would be able to get that back on pretty quickly.
Right.
And, you don't lose your mentality, you don't lose, your intensity when it comes to the sport. So
right.
Yeah, I think I would be fine if I lost some weight and came back to it. But I think they need me a heavyweight now, and I gotta fill that spot. Right.
We're talking with Brodie Daugherty here from Lackawanna College Football and Lackawanna College Wrestling. So let's talk about you coming here. Where are you from originally?
Lancaster, PA.
So Lancaster, you were from Mannheim, right?
Yep.
Went to Mannheim Central. How did you get hooked up here at Lackawanna College?
So I didn't really, I didn't try enough in high school. I didn't really care to go to college earlier on. I just did sports for fun. And then my junior year, I kind of started, focusing on sports and my academics more. And I kind of looked at, what was possible with, getting recruited, because I reconsidered, going to college. Of
course, yeah.
So then I got into contact with Coach Reese, and Coach Reese came down. We had a great conversation. And then I asked, about the wrestling program, and he told me about that. And I was like, why not? I'm like, I'll go do it.
Right.
I get to play my two favorite sports.
Right.
And, it's been great. It's been great so far. I have no complaints. I've made a lot of friends here. Coach has been awesome to me.
Yeah.
Been developing, and my academics, they've been great. A lot more better than high school.
Right.
And I feel like the teachers, my professors, shout out SGK. She's been a great professor for me. A lot of one-on-one time, staying after class, helping me. If I'm not understanding something, she's just helping me understand that better. So, yeah, it's been I don't know where else I would have went, so this is a great decision.
What are you studying here at Lackawanna?
Professional studies. So
what do you think you might want to try to concentrate on as you kind of move through your academic career? Is there any certain field or profession you're thinking about yet? Or?
I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I got here. Mm-hmm. So then I talked to my counselors, we picked that, but probably something with athletics. Yeah. Maybe something with physical training. Okay. I mean, I've been working out, training for I don't know how many years now, so probably something I'd do. All
right. Well, Coach Mike will be happy to hear that.
Yeah.
He always enjoys people that take that seriously. And good thing you shout out SGK too, because not only is she helping you guys out in the classroom, but she's there supporting you.
Yeah, she comes to every game. She comes to every game, and I didn't know that at first when I took her class, and then I saw her down at Georgia Military when we got done warm-ups. And I'm like, what? And I guess she comes to every game.
Yep.
Even the Utah game.
Yep.
That was crazy seeing her.
And that had to feel good for you guys too. It has to feel good because you're not, when you're going to Georgia, you're going to Snow, you're wherever it is, you're not expecting to have a ton of fans behind you there. So it's got to feel good to have anybody there, right?
Yeah, no, it definitely felt good. We had a good show at our away games this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we're JUCO, and we're kind of a smaller school, And so to kind of see like our fan base come out, it's nice to know there's people supporting us. So.
Yeah, there's people that are going to support you guys.
Yeah.
So when you're not focusing on class or football or wrestling, so what's that, like 2 hours of the day you might have left to yourself, what is it you like to do in your free time?
Recover. I like lifting. Been doing a lot of jogging recently. Like, I just jog around Scranton.
Right.
I'm kind of getting to know the area a little bit better.
Okay. What do you think of Scranton so far?
I like it. At first, I was like, because I'm from Lancaster. It's kind of more rural, but I like northeastern PA. It's very beautiful up here. Scranton's like, it's not like a big city, but it's a city.
Yes.
And it's like my first time living in the city, so at first it was a change, but now I'm like comfortable with it.
Right.
And it's kind of nice how, all I gotta do is walk 5 minutes up the street to go lift.
Right.
Or, rather than go drive.
Sure. What do you think of the new lifting facility?
Oh, it's great. We got plenty of stuff here. Plenty of weights, a lot of room, turf. You don't have to go down to the field. You can come up here and, do an agility workout. Right.
Or you don't have to go in the basement of McKinney.
Yeah.
And have the cramped quarters.
This is the weight room we have is definitely a lot better than most of the PSAC schools we're going to play.
Right. So. Well, and so let's talk about that. The transition. Obviously, that news came out in the summer. That'll change certainly travel plans for football when it comes to away games and all that. But is that something you're certainly interested in as far as like Division II and what do you think of that?
Yeah, I would imagine it'd be more like cost efficient for the school as far as like traveling and stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna get to play a lot of kids from high school that I've played with or played against. My brother's in PSAC. He just got first team all conference.
Okay.
He plays linebacker at Lockhaven.
All right, awesome.
I don't know if we'll play them next year, but there's a lot of like cool teams around PA that will be able to play. I think we got Bloom's going to be a rival game.
Yep.
East Stroudsburg's going to be a rival game, but I think like next year we have a pretty hard schedule. We got Kutztown, Slippery.
Yeah, Kutztown, Slippery Rock, which are always tough.
Yeah.
I know I think we're at Westchester. The schedule is out there on the PSAC website, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, from Lancaster, you're not too far from Millersville, obviously, right? So, do you know a bunch of kids on that team, or
I have a former teammate that I played linebacker with from Mannheim that goes there. Couple other kids that I know from high school or know of that play there.
Yeah.
Got a buddy out at Seton Hill. Our old quarterback I didn't play with him, but he's the quarterback at Kutztown, and he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just a lot of like familiar names in the PSAC, and yeah, I'm excited. It's a really hard division. A lot of talent there. I'm looking forward to it, especially for wrestling too. Some good wrestling teams.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I think obviously wrestling's a big deal in the PSAC, and I think there's a lot of good programs, and hopefully we can add to that, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the hope. Well, Brodie, we're filming this a day before you guys go out to Kane, and then you've got East Stroudsburg. Speaking of East Stroudsburg duels coming up on Sunday. I mean, what are you looking forward to the rest of the season as far as wrestling's concerned?
Looking forward to getting a win tomorrow night. I think we could. They're a brand new D3 team from as far as I know. I think we can beat them. We got a good lineup, full lineup. We've been working hard in the room. Only been back for 3 days.
Sure.
These kids been working hard, and we're getting better every day. We got some good competition coming up, but I think we'll do good.
Yeah, I think so too, and we're looking forward to seeing. I mean, how fun was it to compete in the gym? Haven't had a duel in a long time in the gym.
It was actually a good environment. It was loud.
We had a lot of fans sticking around, especially through Bergen's bus was delayed and all that, so the matches didn't really start for an hour. But
I was trying to get some more football guys to come out. I'll have to let them know again.
You got to let them know what it's about, right?
Yeah, it was a good environment. Like every time I got a takedown, everybody was like, "Whoop!" Like it was loud.
Do we need to ramp it up even more, like what Penn State does
Get
with
some
like
smoke?
Yeah, smoke and entrance
out,
music.
yeah.
You know, like it's almost like it's WWE out there,
That
right?
would be crazy.
We'll work on it. We'll talk to Coach Mike. He handles the music and all that stuff, but we'll work on it.
He does the announcing for football too. Right?
Yep. All right, Brody, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
having me.
It's good to talk to you. Brodie Daugherty from Lackawanna College Football and Lackawanna College Wrestling, our Athlete of the Week on Lackawanna College's Instagram channel and our social media.